Randy Orton at number 9 as voted on the SmackDown roster.
For the United States Championship! Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton! The United States Champion, the glorious Bobby Roode!
Positive outcome. We'll see if Bobby Roode can do that, because you can see it in the Viper's eyes. Orton is ready to capture another championship.
A special night here at Fastlane on the road to WrestleMania. And Byron, here's a match that many people in WWE never thought they'd see, considering Bobby Roode's path here to WWE.
Oh, Bobby Roode would tell you he never expected to have this much. I mean, Bobby's been successful everywhere he's gone, all over the world, but never in his wildest imagination did he think that he would be here in WWE going one-on-one with Randy Orton.
Well, Grace, now that the moment is upon Roode, you're in there with one of the greatest of all time. How do you not let the pressure get to you?
Bobby needed to strike the pressure from his mind before his entrance music even played. Bobby needs to stay as calm as possible, because if there's one thing that Randy Orton excels at, it is just that. Staying cool, staying calm, sticking to his game plan.
And now Randy Orton, a drop toe hold, and able to get the front face lock here on Bobby Roode, and now Roode spins out.
A bit of a stalemate here in the early moments. Both competitors just trying to feel one another out.
You can't ignore the discipline that a guy like Bobby Roode has. Always the first guy in the arena, first guy in the gym. In fact, several times Bobby requested to come out here and do guest commentary just so he could scout his opponents a little bit better.
I would take absolutely nothing away from Bobby Roode. I think he's got a bright future despite everything that's happened to him in his past. Bobby Roode could be the future of SmackDown Live. That said, you're in there with the Viper, the original legend killer.
And one of the greatest for sure.
And don't forget what this is all about, guys. It's about walking into WrestleMania as a champion for both Bobby Roode, for Randy Orton as well.
It says a lot right there about Bobby's mindset, able to plant his feet and actually down the slightly larger Randy Orton.
And you can take a look as Randy Orton, that left shoulder. Randy does have a history of shoulder issues, collarbone issues.
So I'm sure Bobby Roode is very familiar with those facts. Bobby, I'm certain, has done his homework before this matchup, arguably the biggest of his career. Any advantage you can get on the Viper, you take. Once again, Roode getting the better of Randy.
We talked about those nervous butterflies, Corey. I think they're beginning to dissipate now for Bobby Roode.
Entirely possible.
Roode on the Bobby caught with a back elbow.
That is Randy Orton to a T. No wasted movement. Always aware of his opponent's position.
Watch this one more.
I mean, that was incredible.
Now Bobby Roode, he knows what it means to get hit with an RKO out of nowhere. It's one of the things that he believes why Randy Orton wasn't higher on the SmackDown top 10 list, because SmackDown superstars are sick of getting hit with it.
Well, yeah, again, you know, Randy has said publicly he doesn't care about being ranked under Bobby Roode on that list, but I've talked to some folks who say he was a little perturbed.
I want to draw attention to what we just saw in the corner there. Bobby Roode relented just for a moment, and Orton caught him with a wicked uppercut. That could be a difference maker here. And what a chop in answer.
Randy wanted the RKO, and Bobby Roode gets out of dodge.
That's how quick this entire match could have come to an end, and Randy knows it.
Look at the veteran move by the champion, rolling outside to regain his composure. Bobby realized he just ducked a potential match-ending blow.
Now Randy, 16-year veteran, trying to round out his collection of titles here tonight against the United States champion.
Oh, wow. Bobby Roode just answered Oh, Randy with a taste of his own medicine.
A big uppercut from the Viper. And now Randy has got something in mind. Wanted it. Went for the glorious DDT, and there goes Orton.
Now Randy's turn to compose himself. Take a moment. Replan his game. I think we just saw Bobby Roode pick up the pace for a few moments. That might be what the champion needs to do to retain. Orton notorious for his slow, methodical style.
And take a look at who's watching this, guys. We heard on the kickoff show, we didn't know where Jinder Mahal and his associate Sunil Singh would be watching Fastlane, but he said earlier, I'm the uncrowned United States champion.
And Jinder Mahal's done a tremendous job of doing a lot of pot stirring between Bobby Roode and Randy Orton.
Listen, when this is the result, a great match between two singles competitors, I think we should thank Jinder Mahal.
It has worked, and it's all about this road to WrestleMania. Now look at this. This match continues to get more and more physical. And Randy Orton not going to make the same mistake he made in the corner. Giving Roode no opportunity.
Roode hung out to dry across the top rope.
And now Randy Orton, here's the cover and a kick out.
Even on the pinfall, you saw Randy Orton grinding the forearm.
Now Roode bursts out of the corner and drops Randy Orton.
Randy once again
to put away Orton and a kick out at one.
Randy favoring his shoulder the moment after that big clothesline from Roode.
There's been a target from Roode since the outset of this match.
Studying every aspect of his opponent's game plan. Their offensive tendencies, their weaknesses.
It's a smart strategy by Roode now, just leaning all of his body weight down on Randy Orton, trying to figure out what the next step should be in his offensive attack.
Now Randy Orton trying to climb back up to his feet here at the hands of Bobby Roode, trying to get back into this United States Championship match.
Roode adjusting his position on the rear chin lock to bring Randy back down to his knees.
And Bobby Roode said, listen, I want to be the greatest United States champion of all time, and I know if I can somehow find a way to beat Randy Orton, that'll go a long way in giving me the credibility that I need.
This is where something you might not think much about, but the height advantage that Randy Orton possesses. Just him getting to his feet makes it incredibly hard for Bobby Roode to keep that hold applied.
Again, a strike right to the ribs there of Bobby Roode. A little separation, but just like that, down goes Randy Orton.
Bobby still favoring his midsection after being hung on the top rope.
Oh, Bobby can pull this off.
And again, just trying to brace himself with a suplex. Didn't work out for Roode, but it did for Orton.
And Randy Orton needed that suplex reversal just to take a moment to regroup. Clearly came prepared for this opportunity.
And Randy Orton learning in short order what Bobby Roode is all about. A man who's been on SmackDown Live a little less than a year.
Straight rights from Orton. Roode a little weary.
Now Roode trying to move, and a forearm shot there, and here comes Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode coming alive.
And the United States champion trying to turn things around. Neckbreaker.
Bobby once again picking up the pace. This is what he did before that brought him some modicum of success.
And he's got Randy Orton down here for a moment. Bobby Roode is going up to the top turnbuckle.
Bobby looking to up the ante here.
Roode's going to have to reach pretty deep into his bag of tricks to pull out something big. This could be it.
Eyes fixed on the Viper. Looking to fly. Oh, and dropping Orton.
Well-measured clothesline. Adrenaline starting to pulse through the United States champion.
Could be closing in on a glorious victory, setting up for it. One of the glorious DDT, covered by Orton and a kick out. Oh, and the Viper right back on top of Bobby Roode.
Orton turning the tables on Roode.
Power slam.
Just like that, advantage Viper.
And Bobby Roode doing the smart thing and rolling to the bottom ropes outside of the apron.
Champion's advantage. You must be pinned or submitted to lose your championship. Bobby Roode's aware of that.
I don't think Bobby wants to be there right now.
You can't lose the United States title on the ring apron.
Believe me, Randy is well aware, and you can, in the process, suffer this, Corey.
That's the position Randy Orton wants his opponents. Goes out to the apron now. Oh, and hung up on the top.